Hey everybody, today on A Good Time with Wine, we're going to continue with our New Year, New Grape philosophy and talk about Viognier. Are you ready? Hey everybody, I'm Matt from A Good Time with Wine, MMY on Twitter. And like I said, we're going to continue our New Year, New Grape series, and we're going to talk about Viognier. It's a wine I've done before, however, I want to talk about it early in the year to get you thinking about it for the rest of the year. Specifically today, we're going to talk about a wine that hails from California, from Clarksburg. We're going to talk about the Lange Twins Family Winery and Vineyards, 2008 Viognier. Again, this wine comes from Clarksburg, which is on the river of Sacramento. Lange Twins does a lot of sustainable farming. They are under the Lodi Sustainable Farming umbrella, so they have a real commitment to their environment. It's a green farm wine. They're very proud of that on their practices, and I'm proud of that because it's good to know that they're trying to do good things aside from making good wine. So Viognier is a grape that in the 1965 time frame was under, I think, 8 acres in France. It was almost extinct. And now I believe it's over 108 acres, and I'll have a lot more detail on the website. So it went from relatively being almost died out to back in serious production. This one comes from California, but we'll talk about Viognier in general. Viognier is a white grape. It is a grape that has a very distinct floral aroma, and they say that the grape from when it's bottled usually has about a year or 2, maybe 3 before it starts to lose that very distinctive aroma. So it's a grape that's meant to be drank young. It's not necessarily meant for cellaring. So it's a kind of grape that you enjoy. I spoke to Joseph Lange over at Lange Twins, and he said that although this is predominantly a grape they drink in the summer, they still have it in the winter. Him and his wife will have some cheese and have some Viognier, and it's a beautiful thing for them. So what we're going to do tonight, Robin and I are actually having fettuccine alfredo. Viognier is known to pair with a lot of different things, but cheeses and buttery and cheese sauces are a definite go. So we've made some fettuccine with some alfredo sauce and some shrimp, and later on, as I'm eating, I'll talk about how the pairing goes itself. The nose on this is extremely fragrant, very inviting. It's got some good floral. It reminds me of yellow flowers, and I think it reminds me of yellow flowers because I get some pear in there. And I don't necessarily know why pear makes me think of yellow flowers, but I don't think of, for this one, light white flowers. I think of yellow flowers. Maybe some orange blossoms in there as well, which I know are white, guys. I live in Florida. I've got orange trees in the backyard, where I used to. I don't anymore. Hurricane took it down. But it does. It has a really inviting fragrance. And for me, the nose of a wine is something that I love to enjoy. Some wines are tight. Some wines have that barnyard smell. This is one that definitely is pleasing. But we don't come here to smell the wine. We come here to taste it, right? So Viognier has a variety of different flavors. It's very fruit forward. It's more of a medium to heavy mouthfeel, and this one's no exception. This has a lot of things going on. First off, this is aged in a combination of stainless steel, French, and American oak to give it different qualities, and different percentages are aged then blended together. The oak will impart some spiciness on it and also some vanilla, and on the finish that's definitely noticeable. On the front, it's definitely got a lot of fruit, pears and apples, and I definitely have some tropical thing like pineapple happening. There's not a tremendous amount of acidity, but I do get some. Definitely has that thick, almost oily viscosity in my mouth. But I think it's a pretty enjoyable wine. Robin had some of this before. She really enjoyed it. So definitely an easy sipper. Comes in at like $16. Lange Twin does not have a tremendous amount of distribution. Their stuff is mostly available in California and the West Coast, like in Washington. Also by club and online. So you may not be able to find this in store, but it might be a wine that you want to check out. I've actually reviewed their Petite Syrah, Petit Verdot blend, and I'll be reviewing their Pinot Noir in the coming days. So it's a wine to give a try. Like I said, in a little bit I'll cut back into the dinner that we're going to have. Robin's getting it ready now, and let you know how the flavors mesh with the wine. But it's definitely a wine to give a shot. It's a nice grape. It's something that's a little bit off the beaten path, a little bit more crisp than Chardonnay. Similar fruit flavors where the pears come in. Chardonnay has a lot of pear and apple on it. The oak gives it a little bit of the spice and vanilla that you may find in Chardonnay. Similar mouthfeel, maybe a little bit heavier, but a very different wine. The floral note plays beautifully, and there's also some peach and some tropicals in there. So a diverse wine, again, off the beaten path. Next time you're out at a restaurant, scan down the wine list. If you see a Viognier, give it a shot. Until next time, this is Matt from A Good Time with Wine. Again, you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Very easy to find me. And I'd love to give information and recommendations, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Cheers. But what I've done today is I've paired some fettuccine alfredo with some shrimp on it, because Viognier is very, very friendly, food friendly, when it comes to things like butter sauces and cream sauces. And I just felt fettuccine alfredo, shrimp, Viognier, it's like summertime. I'm in Florida, it's 30 degrees, so for me it's like winter, but I'm pretending it's summer. So I'm going to take a little bite of the food. Actually, what I'll do is I'm trying to get the spaghetti on the fork. This wine's been sitting for a few minutes. The nose is opened up into a little bit more pear. The palate definitely has those pear fruit things going on. But the spice and the finish is very noticeable. I enjoy it. I'm having the hardest time getting this fettuccine. It's kind of all bunched together on my fork. I'm going to take a bite. Good stuff. Nice pairing. The heaviness of the wine doesn't show up as much as it did one before, and it's just kind of a little bit rounder and fruitier. Definitely pairs well. So fettuccine alfredo and Viognier and a barking dog. That's my night tonight. See you next time.